Welcome back to the Stoop football fans. It's your boy Lolo, and we are here with a very special episode today. Today marks the halfway point in the season. Almost all the clubs have played 19 matches, with the exception of a handful of teams that still have COVID makeup matches to play, but match week 20 starts on Tuesday. So we've decided to hand out some mid-season certificates to players and clubs for the season so far. But you know, we couldn't do it in any normal presentation of certificates way, so we had to do it with a little bit of a Brooklyn twist. So let's get started with, take the certificate, you dirty animal. So today I have representatives from Wolves, Leeds United, Chelsea, and Arsenal. So Mark, Matt, James, Naji, what's going on, fellas? You guys ready to get this show on the road?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yep, we are.
All right, let's do it. Our first certificate is based on a saying that we have in Brooklyn that you'd say when somebody does something either pretty impressive or pretty stupid. This is the, look at this frickin' guy certificate. This is awarded to the surprise player or coach of the season so far. All right, Matt, we're going to start with you. Who gets your, look at this frickin' guy award?
You know, there's a couple right now. I mean, look at this fucking guy at Chelsea. Timo Werner. Lighting the Bundesliga up for 2 years. Comes and he has what? 1 goal, 2 assists.
Okay,
It hurts my heart.
I kind of thought we were going with, look at this frickin' guy. Like, hey, he's doing good.
This frickin'
but
guy.
Matt,
I mean,
you
you
went
gotta
with,
look at this fucking
look
guy
at this
though when
frickin' guy.
when he's not living up.
So, Naji, how do you
You know
feel
what I'm
about it,
saying?
about him giving up or putting a Chelsea guy?
I am not surprised at all. He deserved it, to be honest with you.
Okay, so let's move on to you. Who is your look at this frickin' guy award?
To be honest, I think it has to be Saka from Arsenal. He's been amazing for them this year. He's 19 years old, and he's a wonderful talent. Without him, they wouldn't have gone on this good form right now. It's been like a month and a half with good results, and Saka has been amazing for them.
All right, awesome. Hey, you know, I'm gonna love that answer. Okay, James, what's your thought?
I'm gonna stick with my boys. I'm gonna go with Patrick Bamford, even though he's in a dry spell right now. I never expected him to really do that much in the Premiership, but he has. 10 goals, very respectable, and I think he's done really well. I think
Dude,
he's
I gotta
shocked
say,
some people, including myself.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say Patrick Bamford. Look at this freaking guy coming up to the Premier League, scoring 10 goals in the first half of the season. And shit, he scored the first 10 in he's been dry for a while, and he still has
this
it.
freaking guy.
Hasn't scored from the run of play since Newcastle, and hasn't scored at all since the penalty against Burnley. So it's been a while.
Crazy. All right, Mark.
I just want to remind James that Bamford is a Chelsea guy too.
No,
He
you
is?
got rid of him. You better cut that out. You got rid of him.
His origins. His origins are with Chelsea.
It'll be in his origin story. All right. What about you, Mr. Wolf?
Well, I'm going to go with Chris Wilder with Sheffield United. This frickin' guy took a team to about 5th place before COVID came. Or not 5th place, but 2 points off of 5th place. COVID comes, project restart, only ends up 8 spots, 8 points out of 5th place. This frickin' guy, why is he still around? Last place Sheffield United with 4 points, midway through the season.
Look at this freaking guy. Who is this
Who
freaking
is
guy?
this frickin' guy?
What happened to him? He's got like the same exact team. It's not like people picked the team apart. This freaking guy. Okay, so.
City took back Dean Henderson on the loan.
But that's not the problem. They can't score a goal to save their life.
Last year they didn't score too
All
many
right.
either.
So I'm glad we moved on to coaches, because my look at this freaking guy is look at this freaking dude crying over here for beating Klopp. Look at this freaking
over
dude,
here.
Ralph Hoysenhoodle. Don't even know how to say his freaking name, this guy. But I tell you what, this dude is killing it. This dude with Southampton is making people afraid to play Southampton. He's got his team rocking and rolling. Danny Ings went down. We're like, that's it, they're done. No way, man. Ralph Hasenhüttl. Hey, good on you, brother. I'd like to see you get your team all the way up to. Wait, no, hold on. Arsenal played them on Saturday, and then we play them again on Tuesday. So, Ralph Hasenhüttl, you've had a great first half of the season. I don't need you doing anything more.
It's such a Hasenhüttl.
Our next certificate is for the most shocking moment of the season so far. This is the get the fuck out of here certificate. You know, there have been a few moments this season so far that I just can't believe have even happened. And if somebody were to tell me about them in a bar, I would probably say, get the fuck out of here. So that's what this certificate is for. All right, Naji, starting with you. What is your get the fuck out of here moment?
It has to be a VAR moment for sure. Man United winning against Brighton 3-2 after the final whistle. So, it's 1-1 at halftime. Rashford scored in the 55th minute. Brighton scored in the 95th minute. And everybody's like, you know what? It's going to end 2-2. Brighton's going to get a point. That's all good to go. Corner for Man United. We're 9 minutes into extra time now. Corner for Man United. The ball is crossed. Final whistle. Everybody's leaving the field. And oh, what? VAR is calling for a penalty. Handball on one of the Brighton players. Bruno Fernandes. Penalty after 10 minutes extra time. He wins it for United. And let me let you guys know one thing. The penalty was the last kick of the game. So even if the goalkeeper of Brighton saves it, Bruno Fernandes or anybody else cannot continue with the play. That was the last kick of the ball.
Jesus, dude,
Yeah,
I remember
that.
they were walking off the pitch.
Everybody was off the pitch. In fact, wasn't there like some sort of scuffle that happened afterwards?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not sure. I'm sure I would have been fucking furious. James, you guys have had your share of VAR decisions.
Yes.
Can I venture to guess that your get the fuck out of here moment is one of those?
It is. It's the Bamford extended hand versus Palace. Yeah, I mean, there's so many VAR moments to choose from, though. I mean, I can even go back to the Liverpool match. I mean, it's the Leeds Liverpool match. So it's it's been as we talked about it ad infinitum earlier in the ad nauseam earlier this season. It's been disgraceful. So I think it may be getting somewhat better, but we'll see.
So which is your specific moment? Do you have a specific VAR one that you're going with?
Yeah, I'm going with the Bamford extended arm.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, that changed the whole complexion of that match.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, we score there, and I think that match is a very different one.
Very much so.
No, that's good. Okay, what about you, Mark? What's your get the fuck out of here?
Well, I think you all know as a Wolves fan, my get the fuck out of here moment is Raul Jimenez taking it to the head by that thug, David Luiz. Yeah, I said that. He's a thug. I've said that last year. I'm going to say it this year. But really, it was pretty brutal. But not really. The injury, yes, brutal, but not really my get the fuck out of here moment. It's, if you told me the Wolves were going to be this poor without Raul Jimenez, I would have been like, get the fuck out of here, we're going to be okay. That has not been the case. We really miss Raul.
Okay, let's go to Matt. Matt, what's your get the fuck out of here moment?
Aston Villa beat Liverpool 7-2? Get the fuck out of here! And then right after that, Tottenham beats Man U 6-2? Get the fuck out of here! To me, that's it. It's not one play. It's not one moment in a game. It's two results so far. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, Aston Villa, Liverpool. I mean, yeah, that was kind of the first moment in the season where you went, oh, hold up. Wait, shit can happen. Things can happen.
It was the start of shit happening.
Yeah. Well, my moment, sticking with Liverpool, my moment has to be, how the hell Jordan Henderson does not get a foul called by drop kicking Virgil van Dijk And now we just all know that if there's an offsides call, do whatever you punch in the throat because none of it's reviewable. Like, none of it's reviewable. You can drop kick somebody, literally end their season, and there's no card, no foul, no goal. Unbelievable.
You meant Jordan Pickford, right?
Sorry, Jordan Pickford.
No,
yeah.
I was confused there. You pulled a me.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's my job to screw it up.
See, it just sounds like more something Jordan Henderson would do, you know?
Jordan Henderson's like the player you just want to punch in the face.
Or drop kick in the knee.
And the fact that he did it to his own player, I was so confused.
All right, moving on, fellas. Let's go to our next category. All right, next up is the prize for the most amazing single match of the season so far. This one is called, did you see that shit? This certificate is for the one match that makes you say to one of your pals, see that shit? Now let's go to you first, Matt.
Well,
who do you say?
Okay, but if I have to choose one match that really stands out for me, best match of the first half of the season, hands down, Leeds Liverpool, back and forth. Leeds introduced themselves back to the Premier League. Liverpool hung on, took a couple punches to the mouth, and really just a great way to kick off the season.
Okay, wow, Leeds Liverpool. I kind of expected some other people to choose that one. I didn't think that would be yours, but hell, good. James, what do you think of that?
I'm going with that one as well. I'm sticking with the general theme of all of my responses. They all have to do with Leeds in some way. I'm going with that one as well. I think that it really showed what Leeds is capable of. Also showed that the season's going to be unusual. They're going to be, I think every squad is going to experience peaks and valleys. And, Liverpool's no different from that. They're not immune. And I think that again, for a more positive spin on it, I think that Leeds showed, exactly what we're capable of, and what we could do this season when we played the big guys.
Yeah. It was a good match. It was a good match.
It was a great match.
What do you?
Guess what?
I thought
it
so.
was such a great match that it's my choice of. Did you fucking see that? Did you see that shit? It was fantastic. It had everything. It had 7 goals. It had 4 goals that were disallowed. It had handball penalties. It had what the fuck penalties. It was a fantastic start to the season. And not only that, but it was a fantastic introduction to me of Leeds United. Having never seen them play before, what a treat to watch that game.
Definitely. Naji, are we going to get a fourth here, or you got something else? You're going to pick some stupid Chelsea match?
Of course, that's not the game. Of course.
What?
I am biased.
Get the fuck out of here.
West Brom is the best game of the season. West Brom scored 3 goals in the first 27 minutes. And then Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham, in stoppage time, scores the equalizer. 3 young Englishmen scoring the goals. That's the game of the season so far.
Well, I can't.
Everyone's subject to their opinion.
I do remember seeing that, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, here's West Brom finally showing off. And so happy it was happening to Chelsea. But then very
West
disappointed.
Whoosh.
I wish it could have been, like, maybe I could see that as one of the games of the season if it meant more. Like, if you would have turned the season around or something on that. But you didn't. So, which makes me want to choose for mine Arsenal-Chelsea. Because that was, for us, a big turning point of going up. And for you guys, a continue going down. But that's not what I'm going to choose. I'm not going to even pick an Arsenal match.
Can we have a separate award for the fact that Chelsea has lost to all of our teams?
No, not to Leeds.
Oh, shit.
They will, though. They will. He sees the future.
I see the future.
Yeah, we get him at Ellen Road.
So my, you see that shit? Has to be the match that I was screaming in my basement watching while mine and Chris's kid played in the backyard, and Chris and I keep ducking into the basement to watch the end of this match. Tottenham was beating West Ham, and in the last, 10 minutes and stoppage time, West Ham, Lanzini comes in with this belts one for, and they tie it up. It was the most amazing. I think it was Gareth Bale's second match or something, his first match. I didn't do my research, but that one, the feeling I had of, shut up, all you Spurs fans, shut up. Shut up about Gareth Bale. Shut up about Jose Mourinho. And look at Lanzini, the bench player from Argentina. I loved it.
All I wanted to do is listen to Mourinho after the game. That's all I wanted.
I think we all did.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was great. Okay, good job. Let's move on to the next category. So the relegation battle this season is going to be crazy. It's going to be something good to watch. I mean, well, besides Sheffield United, they really don't have a chance. Sorry, Blades. But this certificate is going to be given to the team that you believe has no hope of surviving relegation. This is called Stayin'Up. Forget about it. So, fellas, let's start with you, James. Which one of these teams would you look in the face and go, Stayin'Up? Forget about it.
I can't choose Sheffield United.
No.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to go with West Brom then.
West Brom.
I don't think that Big Sam can save them. I think that they're gonna go down. And I think it was a mistake to fire Slaven Bilic, to be quite honest with you. And I don't think Big Sam is going to work his magic this time around with that club. Yeah. I just don't see them staying up.
Well, does anybody agree?
I'm definitely in agreement, and you done took the words right out of my mouth, James. I don't think Big Sam is going to be able to work his magic. I know he's never been relegated, but no, he's come in at the wrong time. Had he come in maybe 3-4 weeks earlier, sure. And given they're 6-7 points out from the relegation line, don't see it happening. Not at all. The league is too competitive this year. Even the terrible teams above the line are really good.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. You guys don't trust Big Sam to save West Brom? I can't believe you.
Not a chance. Who do you say, Naji?
It has to be Newcastle. It has to be. I mean, they have an owner and they don't have an owner. They want to sell the club, but they don't want to sell it. They're struggling with their transfer policy. They bought Joey Linton from Germany 2 years ago. He scored a handful of goals, and they spent a lot of money on him to lead the line. They are struggling big times. They haven't won in the past 7 games, Newcastle, and they have a lot of coronavirus issues with some players. I don't think Newcastle are gonna make it.
Yeah, Naji, I'm right there with you. Newcastle's my choice. Newcastle gets my Forget About It award because you know what? Every match they start, and you look at the talent that they have. I actually like a lot of their players. I think Almiron is very good. I think Joelinton should be good. Where is Saint-Maximin? Nobody knows where he is. John-Joe Shelby, I hate his guts because he usually plays so well against Arsenal. But they've got so many people. But you see, they start matches all right, and then they just collapse. They have no identity. You saw in the Leeds United match, they looked good until they didn't, and then they looked terrible. Same thing in the Arsenal match. They looked good until they looked terrible.
Yeah. They have high expectations every at the beginning of every season, and then all the way they go down and they finish like 12 and 13 and 15.
Yeah. So scan that barcode. It is void. Those barcodes. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
The title race is heating up, and it looks to be closer than it's been in forever. I mean, it's going to be a fight to the finish. But I do see a couple of pretenders in the mix. So this certificate will be awarded to the team that is currently in the top 5, but will not finish in the top 5. This one is called Get Out of Here, you schmuck. So fellas, which one of these clubs in the top 5 are you looking at them in their face and going, get out of here, you schmuck, because they're a pretender? Who wants to go? James, you go.
I'm gonna go with a team right now that looks pretty solid. They're at the top of the table, but you know what? I think it's gonna be the Scum. I just don't trust Ole. I think they're gonna have another stretch during the course of the season where they don't perform well, and I think it's gonna be the Scum. I've got to go with them. I just don't trust Ole driving the bus.
That would be a fall from grace, and I don't see Ole surviving that if they do miss the top 5.
I don't see that coming, to be honest, though.
No, who do you think, Naji?
It has to be Liverpool. They haven't won in the past 5 games. They have not scored a goal in 2021. John Stones has scored more goals than Liverpool in 2021.
Fabio Silva has scored more goals
Aubameyang.
than Liverpool.
Guys, listen who they play next. The next 5 games. They have Spurs, West Ham, Brighton, Man City, Leicester City. So their season is within the next 5 games, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Alexander Arnold and Robertson, on an average per year, they deliver like 20 assists on an average. They have 7 between them right now at this time of the season. They have so much injuries. Between Van Dijk, Gomez are out, you know. Then he took Fabinho and Henderson, played them as a center backs. So who's in midfield right now?
Yeah,
Nobody.
Firmino
Thiago.
can't buy a goal right now.
Who?
Firmino.
Thiago.
He can't buy a goal right now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Liverpool, imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that, winning the league to out of Europe. Oh my God, in one season.
Yeah.
Mark, who is your get out of here, you schmuck?
You know, it's really hard to call them schmucks, but I gotta agree with Naji here. I don't know what they're doing. It's been nearly a month since they won a game, and they won quite handily. I think it was 4-0. But they've scored 1 goal in a month. This is a team that's got Mane, Salah. I know Jota's hurt, but come on, really?
Yeah.
You
That's
guys
the thing,
can't manage to score? And this was the time where you were to make points. You played Fulham, you played Burnley, Southampton. Even with your success with United, these were games that you were going to make points up, and you guys got 3 out of 15. I can't. Get out of here, you schmucks.
Yeah,
you
man.
disappoint me.
Tell them. Well, for me, I just don't see it happening. I think Liverpool is gonna get better and better. Like they're in a downward swing, but I think against the bigger, I think this run that you're talking about, Naji, they're gonna prove themselves here. But I'm not talking about who's gonna do good. I'm gonna talk about the schmucks that I feel that are in the top 5. Who are pretenders, and me and the other gunner on the show are in agreement. It's them damn dirty Spurs. I just love that they hit first place for a week or so.
Top of the table, he
just
said.
Just to give them a taste. It's like, here's a little taste. Here's a little taste. Now get out of here, you schmuck.
And what do they do every year? They choke.
They spurs
They
it up.
spurs it up.
Spurs it up. Like, you have your own adjective.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, Jose Mourinho, you did well parking the bus for so long, but I'm sorry, you need more, and you need to have some heart, and your team ain't got the heart. So I'm saying the get out of here, schmuck, you schmucks award is going to be presented to Tottenham Hotspurs. Get out of here, you schmuck. All right, fellas. That's been our mid-season awards for the first half of the season. We'll be back at the end of the season to see how these turned out, and to do a full award show that we may even do live, if we so dare.
Oh, damn.
I don't know.
Will we have a red carpet?
We will definitely have a red carpet down the stoop.
I'll wear my best Armani.
All right. Well, thank you, Mark. Thank you, James.
Strapless.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you,
Strapless.
Naji. This was a lot of fun, and we will see you in the second half of the season where Arsenal takes charge and goes on to win the league. Come on, you Gunners. No?
Rickets.
How does nobody think that's going to happen? All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the Patreon and become an Arsenal fan. All right. Oh, I can't throw that in?
Of course you can.
All right, fellas. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Good.
Peace.